Ladies and gentlemen, William Ruto is making certain moves. And those moves are not good for Raila Odinga. The other day, Fred Matiangi met with the close allies of William Ruto. Then after that, the DPP withdrew the charges against Fred Matiangi. And today, the United Progressive Alliance Party, UPA, or you can call it OPA, which is associated with Fred Matiangi, made two announcements. And in my view, those two announcements are significant politically speaking. The first announcement they made is that they will not participate in Raila Odinga's mass action, which means UPA will not be part of Azimio's mass protest. The second announcement they made is that they will work with the government of William Ruto. But they are also very clear that they still remain part of Azimio. So in this video, I want us to look at the political significance of that move, because in politics, nothing happens out of mere coincidence. And if you didn't know, UPA party, or OPA, the way it's popularly known as in the Gusii region, has a governor, the governor for Nyamira. It also won a seat, the Bonchari parliamentary seat. In Nyamira County Assembly, they are the majority. In Gusii County Assembly, they also have several members. So which means it's a party which cannot be ignored. UPA party was actually formed as a vehicle for Fred Matiangi. Raila Odinga had anticipated that in future, Matiangi was going to join politics. And Matiangi, in his own thinking, decided to fund or form a political party with the intention of either using that party in future to run for the presidency. Because remember, when Fred Matiangi was so powerful in this country, most people believed that he had the potential of running for the presidency of the Republic of Kenya. So I want us to look at the political implication of this particular move and why the move is actually a big blow to Raila Odinga. Before we do that, in case you're watching this channel for the first time, please take a second or two, click that subscribe button so that next time we produce a video like this, YouTube will automatically notify you. And to the subscribers, I want to continue thanking you guys for your continued support, because without that support, this channel cannot be where it is now. The dress I'm putting on here is actually a gift from one of our subscribers here, King Sydney. He does this kind of beautiful dresses. So if you have an occasion, a wedding, you want to attend a corporate event, you want to attend those exclusive events, reach out to King Sydney on the number you are seeing on the screen. You can also check their website, which you are also seeing on your screen there. They have the best deal, I think, if you ask me, because every time I put on this shirt, people always stop me on the street asking me, Lee, where can I get this kind of shirt? The truth is, you can't get it any other place apart from King Sydney. As you can see, these places are actually hand woven. Even here, very unique shirt. You know, there's a pocket here you might not know. There's a pocket here, very nice, fitting well. So just reach out to him. And let us get into the main issues. And by the way, something happened today and I actually witnessed it. In Kisumu, there were demonstrators who were demonstrating against high cost of living. So they were moving around. So once they reached sports ground, then they got wind that Chiloba was there, presiding over an event, and Eliud Owalo was supposed to come. Food was being served there. So this gentleman decided, why not branch at sports ground? Because Owalo is normally giving people food, let's branch there, take food which is there. So they went, they took food, they ate. Chiloba had to sneak out. Actually, alikimbia ile mbio yenye the only good thing, most people did not recognize him. But he took off, they ate, then they left and proceeded with whatever they were doing. I don't know how the impact of that, but we are going to analyze it. But let us get back to the main issue. Why I personally believe that the move by UPA party, the United Progressive Alliance Party, not to participate in Azimio rallies and to join William Ruto is a major blow to Raila Amolo Odinga. Number one, Raila Odinga had started creating a momentum. When he held his rally in Gusii, which was successful because that rally actually, I think it began from Suneka, it came all the way until the stadium. It was a big political rally. By the time Raila Odinga left Gusii, he had already created a momentum. And when Matiangi was summoned to the DSEI and he made appearance, series and pockets of demonstrations were actually witnessed in Gusii. That only ended up creating more momentum for Raila Amolo Odinga. And William Ruto had planned to visit Gusii. So the momentum really worried William Ruto. And William Ruto figured out the best way to slow down the Azimio mass protest in Gusii region, their momentum, was to try and look for Matiangi. So William Ruto started begging for Matiangi because Matiangi was keen on joining politics. So he begged for Matiangi. He sent people there. They met. Finally, because Matiangi was also desperate, he agreed to work with Ruto. So that move slowed down Raila Amolo Odinga's momentum. But sometimes you can assume politically that Matiangi went alone and that probably he was going to instruct his allies on the ground to remain in Azimio. But by the fact now that this party has made this announcement, and they were very clear that they received instructions to go slow on government and work with government, it means that instruction actually came from the party leader, in quotes, who is Matiangi. The mere fact now that OPA will not be part of this thing will slow down Azimio planned rallies in Gusii and in Nyamira. So that's number one. Number two, William Ruto is supposed to be in Gusii on 24th, on 25th, and is supposed to leave on 26th. The only people who are still outside William Ruto, most of them were allied to Matiangi. So which means now that Matiangi is in the box, William Ruto will be able to organize one of the biggest political rallies in Gusii. I know he's going to do that because politics is a perceptional game. He's going to organize a very big political rally in Gusii. And what is going to happen is that William Ruto is going to unveil the face of Gusii. Because we have two governors from Gusii region, that is the governor for Nyamira, Nyaringo, and the governor for Gusii, that is Simbarati. They'll be present in William Ruto's rally. Then most members of parliament probably will also be present because remember, UD has good number of MPs from the region. Now, if you add the UPA and their MCS, then you parade them, that this is the Gusii leadership. Those who were previously known to be Raila Odinga allies like Ongwae, Ongera, there. Now, the other person who was still left with the Raila, now that is Matiangi, still also in attendance there. Then it would mean that William Ruto shall have succeeded in uniting the Gusii. The only question will be whether that unity will carry along with the voters, whether voters will defy those people and remain with Raila Amolo Odinga. But just like I keep on saying, politics is a perceptional game, which takes me to the third point, perceptional politics. Politics is a game of perception, how people perceive it. You look at Raila Odinga's politics of late. You see Kidero leaving. You see, I don't want to talk of, there are people who have defected from Azimio 50 times since before election. But when you see people defecting from Azimio to join Ruto, it creates a perception that Raila Odinga is losing. For example, Nick Salat had actually defected to William Ruto's side. Today, he officially joined UDA. And for me, that's good for him because his chances of becoming a senator in Bomet is now very high. He's joined the UDA. Kidero. This party will be working with them. You go to other places, Malala's been moving around. So basically, a perception is being created that Ruto is winning more hearts. And that Raila and Azimio are losing their support base. That's the only thing William Ruto needed to create a perception, which is succeeding in doing. And that perception is actually affecting Raila Odinga big time. Number 4 is that William Ruto is trying so hard to isolate Raila Odinga. So the move by UPA not to participate in these Azimio rallies and to work with William Ruto would just mean that Ruto is succeeding in trying to isolate Raila Odinga. His main idea is to make Raila Odinga appear as a Luo leader. You know, Nyanza has politically around three regions. There's the Luo Nyanza, then there's the Gusii, and then there's Kuria. Kuria votes in the last election were 50-50. The 2 members of parliament went the other side. Gusii region normally vote with Raila. So if they will not be participating in the maandamano, of course, Raila Odinga through his network will be able to have something there. But William Ruto's main idea is to try and make Raila Odinga appear as a Luo leader, make these maandamanos appear as though they are Azimio, they are Luo affairs. Today, I've just seen Mwatate ODM chairperson Mwabingo, a man I highly respect, and the former Taita Taveta majority leader who was defeated in the last election on ODM ticket, joining UDA. So there's that attempt by Ruto to make all these things to remain as a Luo affair. Whether they're going to succeed, I still don't know. And number 5, why it's a big blow to Raila Odinga is because of Matiangi's factor in Raila Odinga's politics. You know, Raila Odinga had factored in Fred Matiangi as part of his bigger political scheme. And when these guys started arresting Matiangi, you saw how Raila Odinga would wake up very late in the night to go to Matiangi. You saw how he went to the DCI and even issued threats there. By now, Matiangi working with Ruto, his party working with Ruto, it means they are now off the political equation of Raila Amolo Odinga. So for me, if you ask me, Matiangi factor is something which is going to worry Raila Odinga. Because initially, Raila Odinga thought of Gusii. And he said, the best thing for me to do is to bring Simba Arati from Nairobi. When Simba Arati became a governor, he started kind of withdrawing from Azimio. He's no longer active the way he used to be. When Raila Odinga was in Gusii, he was there physically, but spiritually, I don't think he was there. He was there because the ground was there. Then Raila had Matiangi in mind. Use Matiangi predicament to rally the Gusii. Now Matiangi and his party out. So it's something which, even as if you don't want to agree, is going to affect Raila Amolo Odinga. I don't know what you think, but that's my take. Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. And by the way, how is the dress, the shirt? Thank you guys, and may you have a good day. Bye-bye.